ಯಾವುದು ಆಗಲಿ ನಿಮಗಾದರೂ ಆಗಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆ ಎಂಟ್ರು ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲೇಬೇಕು.
ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅವ್ರ ತಪ್ಪೇನು, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
Now, in yet another shocking incident, a pre-university student of St. Raymond's College attempted suicide over sexual assault from a lecturer. Now, it is learned that the upset student tried to hang herself from the ceiling fan of her house when her lecturer didn't stop assaulting her even after a year. Now, the accused has been identified as Harish Acharya. Now, luckily for the student, she was saved in the nick of time by one of her relatives. A complaint has been registered with the jurisdictional police and investigations are currently underway. In fact, different cases coming to light, one from Hubli and one from Mangalore. Now, both of them dealing with educational institutions. And when you talk about educational institutions, it's something which is supposed to be sacrosanct. It's supposed to be a place of learning where one gains knowledge and spreads knowledge or disseminates knowledge. But seems like in Karnataka, things are changing. Now, in Hubli, a lady teacher has accused her male counterpart of sexually assaulting her for the past 4 years, and that the management is trying to hush it up. In the Mangalore case, now in the Mangalore case, a pre-university student has alleged that for the past 1 year, her lecturer has been sexually assaulting her. And when she asked him to stop and he didn't, she decided to take the extreme step. Or luckily, her relatives saved her in the nick of time.
ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆ ಎಂಟ್ರು ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಇದ್ರು.
Well, 7 days on, Vibgyor High remains shut. The school management has shut down the school after the parents stated that they would not be sending their wards to school. Meanwhile, the school management is expected to meet the education department and probably the police department as well today. In fact, 7 days on, Vibgyor High remains shut. The school management has decided not to reopen the school, since the parents themselves had stated that they will not be sending their kids to school until measures are put in place and the police finish or conclude their investigations. Meanwhile, the school management is also expected to meet the education department. Officials from the education department are expected to head to the school, and probably the commissioner will also be arriving at the school premises and to have a discussion with the school management. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Deepak. Deepak, what is going to happen today, and especially everyone wants to know whether the new commissioner will actually be heading to the school.
No, there are speculations that the commissioner might be meeting a few of the parents. Now, this is an unofficial meet, Nolan. Now, the parents all together are not heading to the school to directly meet the commissioner. However, we have reports that the commissioner might as well go ahead and meet few of the parents, and this will be as a goodwill gesture, not anything as a protest or a forcible move by the parents. Now, this is not an organized move. As I told you, this might be an unofficial meet, may or may not happen. This might happen at the school premises. Now, the school management meeting the education authorities, this might happen at another undisclosed location. Now, the parents, however, will not be a part of this particular meet. Now, the educational ministry will be speaking to the management regarding the safety precautions and all other measures that needs to be employed by the school management to ensure the safety of these students. Because yesterday, when the parents met the educational ministry, it was highlighted, all the points that the parents had to make were highlighted at this meeting. Now, once this meeting had concluded yesterday, we also saw that Auratkar was transferred, and the new person, Ahmed Reddy, who took charge as the city police commissioner. Now, the education ministry today will be meeting the management. Now, they will be discussing issues pertaining to what the parents had brought forth regarding the safety of these students. Now, yesterday, Nimakar, Ratnakar, Rajkumar, Khatri, and the commissioner, of course, were at the meet. Now, today it's the Education Ministry along with the senior police officials who will be meeting the parents, I beg your pardon, the management of the school, Nolan.
Right. Now, another important point to be noted over here, Deepak, is that parents want to know when will the police actually take action against the management? Do we have any information regarding that, or will action ever be taken against the management?
Nolan, the investigations are still on, so we will have to wait and watch how many more people will be pulled up in this case. Now, we understand that another security guard, a teacher, and another gym instructor, if I'm not mistaken, were also involved in this. So these people now, of course, the spot of the crime. Now, there were a lot of people who were involved in this based on not directly but indirectly. Now, starting from the teacher who punished the child to the worker who actually led the child to this particular room, to the person who actually committed the crime. So there's a series of events which happened. Now, all these people are being interrogated and investigations are on. So, however, the teacher's role in this is supposed to be is said to be very minimal, and because she did it as a part of her duty, not knowing what exactly happened, to continue teaching in class because there was a certain kind of problem in the class while the kid was there. Now, we do understand the roles of the others. We do not understand to what extent the roles of the others are in this particular crime. So the police are investigating this matter. We are expected to get more details today or in the next couple of days, Nolan. So as of now, the only arrest which has happened is of Mustafa. So we'll have to wait and watch the police department has to say regarding the other people who've been whose names have come up in this particular case, Nolan.
Right, Deepak, thank you very much for all those details. News9, in fact, we have some big news coming in now. Muzrai department clerk commits suicide in the city. Now, this is the big news that News9 is now tracking. A Muzrai department clerk commits suicide in the city. The deceased has been identified as 42-year-old Ramesh. Relatives blame junior officials of harassment following his death. In fact, a Muzrai department clerk commits suicide in the city. The deceased has been identified as 42-year-old Ramesh. Now, relatives blame junior officials of harassment following his death. Now, that's not the only suicide. In fact, another homemaker hangs herself to death in Kamala Nagar. Family problems drive Asha to commit suicide. Well, moving on, a lot of wasteful expenditure has been undertaken by the Hassan municipality. Now, a sum of 5 crore rupees has been spent on constructing a compound wall for the power unit, the solid waste management centre, but no electricity supply has been firmed up. Only the electric poles have been erected so far. Now, similarly, a sum of 33 lakh rupees has been spent on constructing 3 storage pits for solid waste management centre. These storage pits are unscientifically constructed, it is alleged. Municipal Commissioner Venkatesh Murthy, when questioned about this kind of misappropriation, says that they have not taken these actions, or the instructions were not taken during his tenure. Now, a lot of wasteful expenditure has been undertaken by the Hassan municipality. A sum of 5 crore rupees has been spent on constructing a compound wall for the power unit for the solid waste management centre, but no electricity supply has been firmed up. Only the electric poles have been erected so far. Similarly, a sum of 33 lakh rupees has been spent on constructing 3 storage pits for the solid waste management centre. These storage pits are unscientifically constructed, it is alleged. Now, the Municipal Commissioner Venkatesh Murthy, when questioned about this kind of misappropriation, says that these decisions were taken not under his tenure. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, 5 crore rupees just to build a compound wall?
That's right, Nolan. That seems to be the kind of wasteful expenditure that the municipality has undertaken. Now, remember, across the state, there have been several such projects which have been undertaken, and one project was designated and meant for the Hassan municipality, or the Nagar Sabha as it is called. And they also were asked to get themselves ready for a solid waste management project, and that's the reason why actually they went ahead and got 3 pits dug up for storing the solid waste management, that solid waste that gets generated. But what we are given to believe from solid waste management experts is the fact that these pits, interestingly enough, on which something like 33 lakh rupees has been spent, have been unscientifically constructed and do not really serve the purpose. Along with the pits, actually, there was a plan to incinerate the waste and generate electricity from it. That's the reason why actually the poles and the incinerator were expected to be set up. But what has happened is merely the area or the land where the power plant was to come up has been kind of ring-fenced, in the sense that a compound wall has been erected, on which, believe it or not, something like 5 crore rupees has been spent. So clearly now the locals and activists are smelling something amiss, and they are asking for a probe. But steadfastly, what has been happening is the fact that the commissioner of the Hassan municipality, Venkatesh Murthy, has been keeping mum. He is trying to say that during his tenure, there's no such hanky-panky has happened, or that everything is above board, and therefore he is refusing to actually accede to the request of the activists, asking for a free and fair probe into the whole incident, Nolan.
Right, Arun, thank you very much for all those details. In fact, misappropriation over there, but the commissioner, the municipal commissioner, states that all this misappropriation has taken place not under his tenure, so basically he's not responsible for all this. In fact, a lot of wasteful expenditure has been undertaken by the Hassan municipality. A sum of 5 crore rupees has been spent on constructing a compound wall for the power unit for the solid waste management centre, but no electricity supply has been firmed up. Only the electric poles have been erected so far. Similarly, a sum of 33 lakh rupees has been spent on constructing 3 storage pits for the solid waste management centre. Now, after a lot of speculation, Shuddhi has found its lead. The superstar of Bollywood, Salman Khan, is all set to star in Karan Malhotra's directorial Shuddhi, produced by Karan Johar. Now, the Dabang actor is all set to transform his look for the film. Here's the story.
One of the most anticipated projects of Tinseltown, Shuddhi, will finally get rolling. Salman Khan, as the superstar, has agreed to do the movie. The project, which was earlier termed as jinxed since Hrithik Roshan and Ranveer Singh failed to give their commitment, will get underway. Salman, who is also known to sport new looks often, is all set to make yet another statement with his next flick. Salman adorns a new look. There are no surprises for guessing that it becomes a rage. Whether it was the long hair look in Veer, the haircut in Tere Naam, or his super cool French beard in this month in Starrer Kick, he has never failed to impress his fans. The Veer of Bollywood is all set to gather more attention for his look in Shuddhi. According to reports, the actor is all set to go bald. Salman Khan may either go entirely bald for the movie or might also take the aid of prosthetic makeup to get the look of the character to the T. No matter what look he opts for, the original Prem of Bollywood only keeps increasing his fan base. Now we will have to wait and watch how the audience reacts to his no hair look. A News9 report.